Hey John, today we're going to discuss the Ricochet figure from the deluxe cast figure from the Generation Select line. And same thing, he comes in a box. And you open up the box and he has that, power to prime, so forth, blah 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 blah. So yeah, and here he is, here's Ricochet. And Ricochet, in case you don't know, is a black repaint of Jazz that was a Target Master. At least in the G1 line he is, and most releases and third party and so forth have been Target Masters, and this guy is not. He's simply a black repaint of Jazz. Okay. Let's see. There's Jazz. There's Jazz. And it's just a simple black repaint. And here's the hand that comes with them. Nice little hand. I can't figure out a way to put it on the car except this way. But let's be honest, that looks stupid. So yeah, it does have these posts, which I thought would be perfect for this hand, but they don't seem to work. Don't seem to work. So yeah, and he does come with a gun. Real simple black gun, nothing too spectacular for it, and you can put it here or you could put it here, which actually would make sense. But why they didn't include Target Masters with them, especially when they're making them already and are just repainting them anyway, is beyond me. But also beyond me is these white bits. At first I thought they were for the transformation aspect of it, or maybe it wanted to be a piece that has to be white, but once transformed they're just not. They're just pieces that could have been black, and because of the way they are and the way they operate, they can't put repo labels on them because they'll just get torn off. But I don't know. I have no idea why Hasbro decided to do that, but here it is. And he's a black with white race car with racing stripes and mustard colored wheels. And they do spin and go really well. This nice blue translucent headlights. There's that Autobot symbol with the wings, or flames, or whatever you want to call them. They look like wings to me. And there's the back. Just need of some repo label love, and it does have a gray stripe for, I guess, the bumper, and the yellow mustard lights in the bottom. And there's the bottom of him. You can't see his face, so he has visible head syndrome and white bits that become his legs. And to transform this guy, very simple. First off, you pop out the arms, and you can turn them if you want. It's up to you. At this point I don't think it matters. And then you push up this piece, gotta separate it from the glass there, and you kind of push that piece up. Okay, you push that up, you stick your finger from underneath and just shove it in. Push this down, and then you can just move it forward for now. And then this head just simply pushes out until you hear it click. Then you, okay, while you leave it like that for a second, you untap that, which is super loose. I mean, that's just terrible. Come to the legs, you separate the legs, okay, and you open these bits up and you accordion out the legs and close them. One thing about these legs is there's no way to lock them in place. They just kind of click there, so you can and loosen them up when you're trying to bend the knees. But open again, pop it out. Okay, close this. All right, and you are going to notice it has wake bits too. Come down here, open up the feet, okay, then you simply push this back down, and there's no way to lock this into place that I have found. So that's kind of sad that it's all loosey-goosey. And you close this down, and there's two tabs here. See them right there that lock into these, well, not lock, but just fit into these little slots there. And you simply put them down, you put down the thing, and you put down the arms. And there's Stepper. He's kind of a mess. Seems like one leg's longer than other, but I do here. There we go. I mean, he looks decent. Put it up front. There's his face, and it's simply just his face in white and gold. And here's the original, and you can't tell the difference. So there is that, you can't tell the difference right away. But I just don't know why they decided to use some of these white bits like here. I mean, why not make these black and just go all the way down? And I don't know. And it's even like these pieces that I had issue with. I thought at first, well, maybe it has to be white because of this arm bit, but it really doesn't, because it's just this connecting piece. It could have been black. I don't know why they decided to do the white. And yeah, that's pretty bad. He can kick forward. Can he do the stance? Yes, yes he can. Bends at the knee. And these feet kind of lock this thing into place, but not the knee part. So the knee still has a lot of wiggle. See that? A lot of wiggle. Don't like that. I cannot stress enough. Look at that. And this piece, why couldn't it be in black? I don't get it. Does have upper leg swivels. Does bend. Does have swivel at that crotch area. Okay. Can only go back up to there. Can go forward up to there, and you see what one of my issues is. It does not lock, and it would have been nicer if it locked into place. And arms do spin, and you can use that joint to go out, but it looks kind of funky. And ball jointed arms can spin. You do have some movement in these hands, but not much because they're hindered by this piece. It could have, I don't know, maybe put a joint there to make this go back. No. And of course the head spins, but gets stuck. The head is painted, by the way. So there he is. And they do become their limb parts, but I'm never going to use them as limbs. But here he is next to his brother, Jazz. And he does hold his gun. Does hold it right. Let's see. See his little grabby thing. Does hold it, but can't support the weight. So yeah. But just imagine if they would have given us a repainted Target Master. Just awesome. Not that his joints could support the weight, because as you can tell, it's trying to go forward. But he would have been awesome. But unfortunately, like the swoop, these ball joints are causing issues because they're not checking the tolerance on them. A simple QC should be done on these. I remember as a kid, I used to go to these product testing things with my mother, and they would show us transformers, and we would try to transform them and see what parts were breaking and so forth. And these simply do not feel or look like they have been tested, and that's kind of scary. But that's it. I can't stress enough that there's far better things you can buy. If you're a Stepper fan, go for it. He looks cool. He's a good updated figure, decent updated figure, but those joints on him just just like Swoop, they just cause too much issues. So I don't know. So it's up to you guys. Oh, sorry. Wow, I got tired for a second there. It's up to you guys whether or not you want to purchase this guy. He is easier to find, $21.99, and I wholeheartedly believe that these are the replacement for exclusive BotCon figures, because they are using this exact same mode to make Smokescreen, or was it the Proud mode? I don't know, it could have been the Proud mode, but they are making Smokescreen next, and it just opens up the floodgates on exclusive figures, which is something I always said Hasbro should do. So, you know, picks up the availability, but Hasbro, you got to give us quality figures because we still expect them. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great afternoon, weekend, and evening, John. Oh, John. Trying to stay happy here. Gotta stay happy. All for you, kid. All for you, son. God bless. Hug your kids, folks. Bye.